We will be talking today about butterfly touch massage. We tried to answer on the common asked question. My name is Martą Targońska. I teach a butterfly touch massage in Poland. And today with me the question will be answering Richard Overly, who is from Łagodnej Bioenergetyki Institute from United States. And he published the book Butterfly Touch Massage for Evę Reich Butterfly Touch Massage. And we will be answering on the common asking question about the butterfly touch massage.
Good morning.
Good morning. I think good afternoon. We have it.
Oh, it's a little bit later. It's morning in the United States.
Yes. Okay. Hello. Can you tell a little bit about yourself? What are you doing?
Right now I'm traveling around the world teaching gentle bioenergetics and butterfly touch massage to people that they can learn and then use in their own country to help their people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And during my trainings, and as we discussed before, during your trainings and other trainings in Europe and in States, people asking questions about butterfly touch massage. And I would like to ask you the same questions. Mm-hmm. And the first one, why the butterfly touch massage is so important? Why we should do the butterfly touch massage?
Well, Evę Reich developed butterfly touch massage based on her experience with her father and in Wilhelm Reich. And it's one of 30-some tools that are part of her development of her father's work, gentle bioenergetics. It's uniquely her tool, and I think it's important because it's characteristic of the touch in all of gentle bioenergetics, very gentle. It's also usable for people from pre-beginning of their lives and pregnancy to clear through to hospice. Evę originally developed it for babies and mothers to bond, but it's evolved into a tool that's used for all ages, and anyone can learn to use it.
Mm-hmm. So what's the benefits of using a butterfly touch massage? Using and receiving?
Well, the purpose of doing it is to invite life energy, that's our core, that animate thing that gives us life, to come to the surface, to expand, to enhance life. Very vital for babies as they begin life, and helpful for people as they've encountered traumas and experiences that contract that energetic flow, is to invite it to expand outward again.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you mentioned that the touch is very gentle. Mm-hmm. Can you say more about that?
And people often ask, why do we have to do it so gentle? Why can't we use heavier touch? And basically that comes from Evă's observation of her father's work with babies and children. And probably more importantly is his research that said if you stroke very lightly on the surface of the skin, the energy will expand outward. And he could measure that. Whereas if you probe deeply into the tissue, the energy will contract inward. So this specific tool is designed for the energy to expand outward, and that's why the gentle touch is, because it's effective. The gentler the touch, the deeper it is the connection with the energy from inside.
Okay, so why we call it butterfly touch massage?
Well, Evă used to play and work with butterflies when she was a child. And she realized that if she held the butterfly very gently between her fingers and let go of it, if the touch was gentle enough, none of the scales would be on her fingertips when she let it go. And she realized that the touch of butterfly touch massage was like that. So she called it butterfly touch massage or baby butterfly massage originally.
Okay. Yeah, the touch is very gentle.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you need only 10 or 15 minutes to do a butterfly touch massage. Why? It's very short.
It's the time framework that Eva, I think, conceived was beneficial for a baby and a child before it began to be used with adults. And I think it's based on part of her concept of minimal stimulation for maximum response, and discovered that that's all the longer it really needs to be to accomplish what we're looking for. In fact, if someone begins to do it longer, like a half hour or more, it turns it into a different tool. It becomes a reflex tool from the skin to the gut.
Yeah.
And it's no longer butterfly touch massage, it's a different process. And so for just inviting the energy to expand outward, anywhere from, depending on the size of the person, the age, anywhere from 6 to 12 minutes is a good time framework.
Okay, great.
Doing it longer doesn't make it any more effective.
Okay. And there is also a question how often we can do a butterfly touch massage?
Generally, just thought of once a day. However, if somebody's ill or in pain, there might be value in doing it more frequently. It can also have an impact if it's done just once a week, if someone's not available to do it once a day. Part of that all depends on the purpose for which you're doing the butterfly touch massage.
I'm working with kids also, and I have also information from people who are working with kids, and they say that kids want to have a more long, and sometimes they want in the morning and sometimes also in the evening. Do you think that it's correct to work with children, for example, in the morning and then in the evening?
Yeah, I don't think it makes any difference what time of day it's done. Sometimes for children who have difficulty sleeping, it will help them to go to sleep easily. It's been my experience and others around the world. Sometimes it's nice just to do it in the morning. It depends on the age, it depends on what the reason is that you're doing it again. Again, if they want to do it longer, I just suggest we'll do it another time. That's enough for today.
Okay, but can we do in the morning and in the evening?
We could. Yeah.
Okay, good. Is the order important? Because there is a sequence, like when you are doing a butterfly touch massage, and what if we skip something?
Well, the sequence actually is very important in terms of understanding gentle bioenergetics, Reich's work, and the purpose of butterfly touch massage, because it's working from head to foot, and it's working through what we call armor segments. Reich discovered there were segments in the armor that stopped the energetic flow, and this is designed to work down through those segments to restore that natural flow. So the pattern of working from head to foot and from the center of the body out is very important. If you change that pattern, I don't know what happens to it. Secondly, is if somebody omits a step, that's probably not going to change the impact or the effect of it. In fact, sometimes I've had children say they don't like a particular thing, so just skip it. It doesn't feel good to them. And sometimes there's people that you can't touch that part of their body. Maybe there's been surgery. Maybe they're too sensitive. And so you just skip that part. So sometimes it does. And in workshops, I'm aware when I teach it, people are probably going to go home and maybe they'll leave out a few steps. They may not remember them. And it'll still work effectively. What we do stress, if people are teachers certified to teach it, that they have to do it exactly. So everybody's teaching it the same. To start with.
But I understand that the point is that we from time to time check, for example, the sensitive place if somebody wants to skip it, to check if we can work on that. Because
you can ask before we start. Is there any place that's not comfortable to be touched?
Yes.
Or is there some place where you've been injured?
Yes. Okay. What we can do with who we can work?
Well, the nice thing about butterfly touch massage, it works for anyone of any age, from pre-birth, pregnant mother, the baby when the baby's first born, as the baby develops until they get their energy flowing, young child, adults who have had a history of bad beginnings can be helpful. It can be helpful to manage pain for people, either after operation, surgeries, injuries, in addition to the medical care. And people have also used it with people who have been dying, and it's helped them to relax and to go through the process of dying. So it's developed into being used with anyone.
Okay. Is there any contraindications?
I don't know of any contraindications. The only contraindication that I would know is if somebody says stop or no, you never force them. If a child gets up and goes away, you don't make them come back and force them to stay. So that would be the contraindication. If somebody says, I don't want to do it, or no, and then forcing them, that's a contraindication.
And in case of the children, they start crying if they don't want to do something.
If the children's crying, you stop.
Body language, they can say us if they want or no.
And so, also, I think sometimes, like in pregnancy, a woman can't lie on her stomach. So you may do it a little bit differently.
Okay. So can we work with people with coma?
Sure.
And with cancer?
We've had success in working with people with that, in terms of managing pain or relaxing.
Yes, exactly. And can we work with people with children in orphanage?
Well, that's an interesting question. The answer is yes. The other side of it is sometimes the children there are protected to live in that setting. So it's important to understand the context, and if somebody's going to start, that they're going to continue and not just do something for a while and then go away. And that there's the understanding, even in families, that the children may change. As the butterfly touch is done, they may become more energetic, they may become more, in quotes, alive, which also means they may do more things children do. And so it's important that people, the teachers, all the people involved with those children are open to change in the child.
Okay. Great. And when I'm doing a butterfly touch massage, people from time to time have some body reaction. And the question people are also asking what we should do if during the butterfly touch massage somebody crying or laugh or feel ticklish.
Yeah, those are all common reactions. Not happening, well, crying doesn't happen too often, but sometimes people are sensitive. Ticklishness is actually a kind of armoring. And so I just allow enough time to see if they can get used to it or work off the surface of the body or skip that part, and next time see if you can do that part, particularly for children or adults too. As far as crying, generally I've told people they can say stop, and if they don't say stop, just continue and allow them to let that happen for themselves. If they say stop, then we stop.
Okay. We were talking. You were talking about the sensitive area, that we should skip this area. Yes, if somebody don't want to talk. You also mentioned that it's very important to stop when the person wants to stop. Yeah.
Yes.
And what about the therapist role? Should we talk during the butterfly touch massage, or send any energy, or try to make something happen?
Well, the answer to sending energy is never. That's not the purpose of it. We're only inviting their energy to come out, so the answer is we're just passive. We're not doing anything. And I also think it's probably important just to be silent, unless somebody asks a question. Might answer it briefly, but I think it's better just to allow the person to experience what happens for them and not be talking or sharing things.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the purpose of butterfly touch massage is to heal a primal trauma.
Mm-hmm.
So this is mean that it's safe to work with this kind of people. What if they start experience, have some memory?
Well, my experience in doing butterfly touch massage is more of a healing kind of tool in which changes happen in people's lives, but they're subtle and there's not a whole lot of emotional reaction. If there is, it's just important to stay there with the person so they feel safe, going through it with them quietly, letting the person process. And then if they need to do some more work, if one doesn't feel comfortable doing that, then you need to find somebody else who feels comfortable helping the person deal with what comes up.
Mm-hmm. And in gentle bioenergetics we have more tools. So
yes. We have a lot more tools in gentle bioenergetics
yes.
to apply to that.
Mm-hmm. Great.
This was a tool that some people ask, can anyone learn this?
Mm-hmm.
Who should do this? Professionals, massage therapists?
Yeah.
And it was a tool that Eva intended, a simple butterfly, moth.
Yes.
Eva intended for anyone to learn it. She didn't intend for people to have to go to professionals and pay money. She intended for everyone that wanted to do it with peers, with children, friends,
members.
And sometimes as professionals to help people with the healing process. So basically it's one that anyone is willing to be gentle and to listen to a person's right to self-regulation, that is stopping if they say stop, can learn how to do this and can be effective in doing it to help their child, their peers, friends.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Yeah.
What about taking on people's energy or losing our own energy?
Yeah, sometimes I get that question. People are afraid. That's not my experience. I don't think in those terms.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe we take people's stuff on. We have all our own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if something's happening to me, that's my own stuff. And I need to go do my own work and find out what that's about. Also, it's not the purpose of it. We're not giving energy or taking it. All we're doing is going through a process, a prescribed pattern, and just letting happen what happens. So we're not really trying to take energy or give energy. Mm-hmm. So in some sense, it's irrelevant to be thinking in those terms. Exactly. Because it's just about doing it and allowing it.
Yes.
And if something happens to me, then I need to pay attention to myself and go do my own work.
Okay. This is a common question.
Yeah, it is. People ask that because there are places that teach you're going to take people's energy on and they're going to take energy from you, and that's not my experience in life. I don't teach that way. I don't believe in that way. And particularly in this tool, it's not relevant to this tool because there's no purpose of giving energy or receiving energy.
And last question, or maybe three I can see now. Do we need any special equipment or any special place to do or space to do the butterfly touch massage?
Wherever you are.
Mm-hmm.
Don't need a table. You can do it on a bed. You can do it. Somebody can be sitting in a chair. There's parts you can't reach, but do it in a chair, recliner. Mm-hmm. Do it on the floor.
Good.
Do it outside on the
hospital,
ground.
Yes.
Do it in the hospital.
Doctor's
Sometimes when there's a lot of tubes, you kind of work around it. Mm-hmm. But yes, there's no special equipment, no prescribed place or way of doing it in that sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Last more, can we combine with other tools and methods?
I don't generally combine it with other gentle bioenergetics tools. I do butterfly touch massage and that's it. Another time I might do something else. So I don't mix it up. It can be combined if somebody's a massage therapist, they're doing massage. You could do butterfly touch massage at the beginning or the end, and then do massage. It might be appropriate to work that way, or you can combine it with other kinds of therapies people might do, like art therapy or something. There's not
Psychotherapy, yes?
yeah, psychotherapy.
To integrate this session?
But again, I would tend to probably do butterfly touch massage and do the other things at another setting.
Okay, good. So thank you.
Thank you for the questions. Good questions.
Good answers. Thank
Common
you.
questions.
Okay, we have a book in Poland, and you can learn a butterfly touch massage using joining to one of our trainings in Poland and United States and in Europe, or you can buy a book because there is a DVD in the book, and you can learn how to do a butterfly touch massage from DVD because there is information how to do a butterfly touch massage on the baby, on a young child, and on the adult. Here we have a Polish version, but there is also in book available in English and other languages. Do you want to say something more?
No, good.
Okay, good.
It's been good to be here with you.
I'm glad that you're here with us and you came to Poland. Thank you.
Thank you.